Welcome to Fort Collins, Colorado, home to the Colorado State Rams. Fresno State will kick it off, and we will be underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Colorado State's offense will go on the attack first. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need it.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves. Take what the defense gives him, and you cannot turn the ball over.
No, you got to hold on to that rock, but it would be nice. I think this offense would really open up with some more consistency at this spot. Now, a running back they could really depend on. He becomes that guy. If he can grow into that, this offense can take that next step.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Right on the money. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, 4th down, breaks into the open. And he gives himself up, but not before he moves those sticks.
Well, this quarterback's athleticism, I think, makes it a little bit easier for you as a head coach when you decide to go for it on 4th down, because if it's not there to throw the ball, his athleticism can just take over. He can go get it himself and keep the drive alive. Really nice job that time by the QB.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Looking for a man, it's Dyer. Using the quick game. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And these little slots are so fast, and they can stretch the whole field. They make you just sit back on your heels. They make you nervous, really. But then they break those in-breaking routes where shows his number to the quarterback really quickly and make the play. These slot receivers, they're just so dynamic.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. The Rams come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was...
Throws toward the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Quickly complete. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Colorado State.
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a 3rd down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
And he makes the extra point. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Fresno State's offense has the ball for the first time. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy, and he's not the most talented quarterback in the country, but when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going, so it's got to be a team effort because then he can really be at his best.
Got it behind the line. It's Foley. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. And the Bulldogs really need to keep this drive alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Foley. Coming through with that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Complete downfield. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. Throws to the wideout. Got it. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. The Bulldogs started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
This is what you love to see from your red zone defense now. You're making the opponent go backwards. Really nice stop on the run, a TFL. Now you got a big second down. Here probably expecting the offense to throw with a little bit more room to work with. It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
That's the end of the quarter, and Colorado State is on top. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Looking to get it in. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run?
Trying to get it in. Touchdown, Fresno State. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. Looking for the time with the extra point. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
Colorado State takes over the Ram. Offense returns to the field. He's going to run it. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. And the Rams with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Making side adjustments here. Back to throw, it's Dyer. Quick completion on the out route. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy, that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. You know, a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Going to try to get it himself. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
This is why third down is so difficult for quarterbacks because the defense substitutes. They put faster guys on the field, and they've got all of their different exotic looks they've been game planning all week for. Some things you
converts on fourth down, and he's still going. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Rams come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got the tight end. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
And the Rams are threatening on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now it's second and goal. Looking to throw, it's Dyer. Touchdown, Colorado State. Quick strike through the air for the score. The AT unit on the field.
I got to make sure I get separation right away on this fade route, push the route vertical, and then get around him so I create a little bit of space over there on the sideline. QB throws it up. He said, I got this. I'll take care of the corner. I'll make a play. Nice touchdown on that fade route.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. On the move, it's Rivers. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires deep on the run. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to throw, it's Dyer. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. They've We've seen the good and the bad already. A touchdown on the opening drive, a pick on the second one, and now to try to get things back on track. Trying to escape and get it himself. Turning it on. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. Fresno State right back to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Well, the tight end's a guy that's going to have to be able to make plays for this offense in the passing game. That time, QB looking for the big fella. He ran a good route, just couldn't reel it in.
Wants to go up top. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Fresno State will have to punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Just needs a crack to get a return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Going right to work up top. Gets it out fast. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Bulldogs can really attack on this second and short. Back to pass. Hauls it in. He goes down at the 47 after a 5-yard pickup. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Complete to the left. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. Finds space on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Never a doubt. That'll bring him to within 4. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great scene there today in Fort Collins. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
On third down, he drops to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Foley. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Fresno State will have to punt it away. Hauls it in at the 25. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. To the air, it's Dyer. Under fire. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. The Rams want to move quickly.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a first down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend, because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
Caught in the backfield, it's ball. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Back to pass on second down. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown Rams! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
Fresno State, 10.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. He'll try to find a rhythm here. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Looking downfield on first down. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. You always hear, put it on the tight end's body, Jesse, but with this guy, you don't have to all the time.
No, he's got long arms, Reese, and he's athletic. I mean, this guy can jump. He can go vertical. He can go horizontal. And that, my friend, was a stab. That was incredible.
Takes a handoff. It's Rivers. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Looking to the big tight end. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. The Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Gives it to the back on the draw. They make the stop, but he got work done on the ground, picking up 6 to the 23. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Motion from the wide receiver. Trying play action. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Absolutely perfect. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. If you like old-fashioned, grinded-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. And the Rams come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw, it's Dyer. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And this quarterback, man, you've seen him have some success, so you know he'll take off and run. The defense was ready, man. Nice job. This second half, this is a critical part of it. Don't let him beat you with his feet.
They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this third period with a big play. We've reached a break. Colorado State is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Wants to throw on first down. Rushes on him. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Looking to fire. Grabs it in the middle. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Got his man in the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Got him downfield. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the 4th quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on 1st down. Better job on 2nd down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to... And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Colorado State. This team just knows how to finish. They keep getting better and better and better, and they are close to going 9-0.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you just simply got to make them.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and 8? Long way to go. Quarterback on the keeper. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Bringing the heat. Bought a little time, lets it go. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
To the air on 1st down. got a man. It's Parker. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to power their way ahead. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down.
Obviously, they fail on that 4th down, but because there's still time on the clock, this game's not over. Who on defense right now can step up and make a big play and get the ball back to the offense?
Looking to pass. It's Dyer. Oh, they're after him. Quarterback gets enough. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. First down. He's going to take off. The last thing he needs this guy getting knocked around. Wisely avoids the hit with a slide.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put him down and go get first downs. But I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out. And you can tell it's going to be a big part of the game for him.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot.
Touchdown, Colorado State! And the route is on. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Gonna take a shot. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Caught in the backfield. It's Rivers. Guided out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 14. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He's got it and still on his feet. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Fires into the end zone. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs. Colorado State takes over the Ram offense, returns to the field. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much that this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like you can just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over, don't make a mistake. But this game is well in hand.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The offense will quickly use a timeout. The Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The offense uses a timeout. 20 ticks remaining. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack. Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock. Looking downfield, it's Dyer. He'll pull it down. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. I guess they're just trying to build up the stats. And down he goes. Not sure about putting your quarterback in harm's way there, but that's going to do it. Winning those individual 6-second battles every